Alright, I'm going to show you a nice simple flow. This one can be especially good for surfers to increase a bit of mobility in the shoulders, also build some strength through the shoulders and the upper body, and practice the positions that you'll need to really own if you want to have a great pop-up. And also, it can just be a really good all-round body prep exercise before you go out surfing. So here it is. We're going to show you the easier version first, and then we're going to build into the harder version. So we start in a plank position with the shoulders directly over the hands and the hips in line with the shoulders, the back of the head and heels. Now, connecting the whole palm to the floor here is important. So we want all the fingers connected, and this spot under here especially. Like a lot of people, when they're doing their planks, kind of keep that up. That's a sign that you're not able to use these forearm muscles which support your wrists. So we want to press this down, keep it all connected. Feel nice and stable through your hands, and we're kind of pressing the ground away as we're in this plank, okay? So broad through the shoulders rather than squeezing the shoulders back or sagging in the middle. So here. From this position, we're going to go up into our downward dog. So heels go towards the mat, bum goes towards the sky. Specifically, the sit bones, so the back of the bum here. We don't want to be dumping into the shoulders and rounding the back like this. We want to actually learn how to tilt the pelvis forward and send the sit bones up to the sky. So I'll show you the difference. Here's a not so good one. Here's a good one. All right. And if you feel too much tension in your hamstrings to be able to get into this kind of position, then just soften your knees and think of the sit bones popping up to the sky, and then lengthen through the arms, so pressing away, long through the sides of the body. We're not going to have the chest up for this. We're going to drop the rib cage down and find those sit bones as we lengthen. And you can just kind of wiggle your neck, make sure your neck hasn't seized up too much. I almost like to tuck my chin. So there we've got a really nice downward dog position now. It's okay if the knees are a touch bent. From here we're going to come back to plank and then lower down into a push-up. Beginner version, knees come down, then chest comes down. And from here we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, and keeping the hands under the elbows, we're going to lift off. So hold for a second or two, press back down, and then using the knees, come back up through our push-up into our plank. And then from here, making sure that we're not sagging. It's really important, this part. Don't sag. Press away. Bring your left knee to your left elbow, and then back. And your right knee to your right elbow, and then back. Now, if you sag on that one, it's going to look like this. So we really have to use the abs and the reaching motion of the shoulders to shorten this distance between the ribs and the pelvis, enough that we create space to touch high up. So the higher up you touch, the better, really. And it's okay if the hips come up a little bit. So I prefer you to do this rather than this. So anyway, you're gonna go one on each side and then back to downward dog. So that's one flow. Let's go through it quickly. Downward dog, plank, push up, hand release, push up on the knees, I may have forgotten that part, and then touch, touch, and return. Now, here is the next version. We're going to make it a little bit harder. Same start position, downward dog, plank, full push up now, no knees, lift the hands, press back in, push up, and then across the body. Touch, other side, touch, and then one more. Touch, touch. Back to downward dog. Okay? Two flows there. Both are going to create strength enough through the body that you can create good space when you pop up. So Of course, when we pop up, we're not going to do a strict push-up. It's going to be more like this, but having the strength and the ability to control your body weight, to do it like this, and then to come right up under here, will help you into your pop-up. Because when you add momentum to that strength, it's easy, it's quick, there's no struggle. Enjoy.